We're back. Not nearly as pissed. Still a little pissed, but whatever. Let's move on.
Let's figure out which terminal to access.
Let's try this one.
Fail.
God damn it. Well, a door opened somewhere.
Fail.
Stop saying that. You're electrocuting the floor. Oh, well that just didn't help one bit.
Nope.
I'm starting to hate this fucking floor.
Pan the camera down, please.
Ooh, that just made things worse.
Yeah, okay. Can
We're
you
stuck.
No, you're screwed. Access that panel again.
Yep.
Okay, access the next one, the room immediately below you. Okay, access the one immediately above you. I don't think it's going to help anything, but I'm going to try it.
Kind of
Yeah, I
trust
didn't
me.
think so. Hit that one again, go down one and the left one. Actually, hit that one again and then cycle back to the first one. If you can. Yeah, you can. Go to that one. Okay, go down left.
Whoa,
down.
whoa! We got our exit.
Yeah.
Do we have
Like I was saying, down, left, down, and then you started reacting to the fact that we could get out. Almost. Hit that panel that's in that room.
That better be the panel that opens the door. Wow! Don't touch the door. Oh god damn this thing! That's better. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna jump cut because we're gonna sit here and rest.
Yay!
Alright, we're done with that resting. We're full up and ready to go.
We just need to figure out where to go.
Down. Whoa. This looks intimidating. Excuse me, boys. Heading this way.
I'm glad they didn't attack you.
Why would they attack? Ooh.
He's got a map of the world.
That right there is the President of the United States of America. For all you Americans who watch my show, I do appreciate all of the hard work you do to tune in all the time and watch my episodes, but don't hate me for this. But I'm gonna kill that son of a bitch.
I don't think he qualifies as a president because he isn't duly elected president.
We don't know
There's
that.
lockers. You could go loot lockers. They might have some stim packs or something in them because, you know, we could always use some stim packs.
Just a crybaby, that's what you are.
Oh, out of curiosity, can you use that medic kit thing again? It said wait a while.
We'll use it when we actually need to heal, okay? It may not give us a lot of healing, but we'll save it for when we do.
Yeah, I suppose.
We're gonna deal with the big bad president.
Is that
Yeah,
the
they are
secretary of
Mr.
some sort?
President. Let's see if he actually stops me. Nope, he doesn't stop me.
That's convenient.
I don't like being interrupted when I'm talking to the president.
Yeah.
Should we? Give him a last talk before we kill him?
Yeah, give him a last talk. We may be able
Hello,
to
I'm the President of the United States of America, and you are...
He does not look healthy.
He does not. I'm lost. I see that you're a busy man, Mr. President. I'll just be leaving now. Goodbye.
The president? What are you talking about?
I am the elected representative of the people. The United States does still exist. God bless us, everyone. We've just had to adapt in order to survive after the war.
I don't understand. What on earth are you talking about? Who elected you?
You really don't know, do you? Let me tell you about mankind's salvation. A little history first.
Oh, please, Mr. President, do go on.
There was a great war, long before we were born. Our gallant soldiers fought from the Yukon to the Yangtze.
Yeah, I knew about that part. Go right ahead.
We were
Continue.
winning, too. And then those damn Reds launched. We barely got our birds up.
Doesn't seem as though it helped as much, though. Did it, Mr. President?
Well, no, it didn't. But at least it knocked the damn Red Menace back into the Stone Age.
And us with it.
Uh-huh.
Well, no, not quite. You see, we had planned ahead. We were ready.
Oh, is that right? You mean those vault things? Yeah, those worked real well.
We had a number of sanctuaries that would enable the glorious American civilization to endure. This facility, the vaults, were part of the great plan.
Those damn vaults didn't work the way they were supposed to. A lot of people in them died.
Actually, they worked almost exactly the way they were supposed to. You might call it a social experiment on a grand scale.
You're serious.
The vaults
Apparently.
were set up to test humanity. Some had not enough food synthesizers. Others had only men in them. Yet others were designed to open after only 6 months. They each had a unique set of circumstances designed to test the occupants.
Okay, never mind how immoral that is. Just set that on a little bit of a side counter for me to bitch about later. I'm curious, what was Vault 13's?
Vault 13 was a special case. It was supposed to remain closed until the subjects were needed. Vault 13 was, in scientific parlance, a control group.
Wow, that must have really pissed them off when the water chips stopped working. That control
Yeah.
group ceased to function.
That's the comment that Freya is trying to make there.
Oh boy. But they would all have died if my ancestor didn't get them the replacement water chip. Doesn't seem to fit in with your plan now, did it?
An unfortunate and unforeseen accident. However, as it turns out, a rather fortuitous one.
Is that so? Care to elaborate?
As it turns out, we needed test subjects from untainted pre-war human stock, your ancestors in Vault 13, and some freshly mutated stock, the villagers from Arroyo.
Why?
For the project. It's almost ready. Humanity's salvation is almost at hand, and the United States of America will be the progenitor of that rebirth.
Is this sounding familiar to you?
A little, yes.
Go on.
The only way for true humans and democracy to be safe is to cleanse the mutants from the globe. We humans will take back that which is rightfully ours.
Oh, grand. We've got the polar oppose.
Apparently, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm not sure which option to go with here.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce you to the Anti-Master. The same concept on the opposite side of the spectrum. He wants to commit mass genocide on a mutated race that is doomed to be extinct after a generation.
Well, to be fair, those mutants have been around for a fairly long time anyway.
Granted, they've got a very long lifespan, but they will not persist past their own generational cycle. However
And
long that
especially
may
not
be.
considering how many bullets most of them are taking from you.
Yeah, well, they just keep on getting in the way.
Granted.
What to say? What to say? Sounds a bit drastic.
How are you going to go about cleansing the mutants?
Yeah, I'd
It
like
seems
to
more
hear
like
this.
potential information needed.
We found a research facility in operational shape about 70 years ago. A former military base that had been used to research a special virus.
Don't you
crap.
dare be talking about Mariposa, I swear to God, Mr. President.
Yes, the FEV virus. It was originally developed to turn soldiers into super warriors, but it failed. The warriors were tough and strong, but far too stupid. However, our brilliant chemical core altered it.
Oh, fuck.
Altered the virus? Why?
To turn it into a staggeringly effective killer. Any humanoid that isn't inoculated against its effects before its release will die. That is the project.
That's
That is
retarded! No, Insane doesn't cover that. He will commit genocide on his own race doing that. He can't possibly inject enough human beings before he does this.
Except he considered the people of Arroyo to be recently mutated. He's effectively said that the only people he considers pure are those in vaults, and he doesn't value them either.
People in vaults. Too many vaults have opened up, and they've been exposed, and they've mutated through the generations. Mr. President.
Any vault that's opened is no longer pure, no longer clean. He doesn't consider them worth value.
And how many vaults are still closed? Maybe 5?
I have no idea, but those are the only ones that he cares about, and they should be completely self-contained and not get infected by this virus. But he's basically saying that he does not give a shit about anybody but his own group.
There couldn't have been more than 100 people fit in those vaults from all the blueprints and plans I've seen of them. That's not enough people to repopulate the species. There's not enough genetic diversity. We'd die out in maybe a generation or two.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. However, I'll point out that it's been, 200 years, 100 years, something like that, since the war. That's meaning that if there was only 100 or 200 people in the vaults, then the genetic diversity issue is already going to have been an issue.
Maybe on the United States. But he could potentially wipe out humanity on the globe. We don't know about the rest of the world. The United States might be true. The United States might be doomed. Tough break all around. But not all 6.5 billion of us live in the United States.
That is true.
You're insane.
No, that's humanity's last best hope. That's what we've been working towards all these years.
Great. So you have all this poison and no way to spread it around.
Oh,
the vertebrates.
But that's one of the advantages of the FEV virus. We can release it right here, and the jet stream will carry it worldwide. It'll have plenty of time to cleanse every nook and cranny of the globe.
He's right. Jetstream would definitely cover most of the heavily populated areas and regions and most of the landmass as well. Okay. Then why did you have to kidnap the villagers and the people from Vault 13? What's the point?
Test subjects? Your villagers are all descended from Vault stock, and we had to make sure that the FEV toxin was still effective. The subjects from Vault 13 test that, and an inoculation against the FEV.
You're not testing the inoculation on my people?
It's hardly necessary. I'm sure we could, and it would work, but there's no reason to do so.
Did it ever occur to you that what you're doing is wrong?
Never. Part of the president's job is to make the tough decisions. A lot of near-humans will sacrifice their lives for the return of humanity. Humans will prevail.
Listen, Mr. President, I appreciate that you are in a position where you have to make tough decisions, but you also have to think through these decisions before you make them. You have not thought this through. Just because everyone out there doesn't have the exact copy of your DNA, that does not give you a license to exterminate them.
Oh, I don't relish this decision. If there was another way, but there isn't. No price is too high for the survival of the human race. If you were human, you'd feel the same way.
You really believe that, don't you? Did you even consider coexistence? Even once, did it?
Here's a consideration.
Once think of you?
He just basically said you're not human.
Yeah, he did.
How are you not human? What is it that makes you not human?
By his definition, my DNA has been altered for the dissemination of exposure of radiation that makes me not human because I've got defects in my DNA. Which
How can we guarantee that this bastard is pure?
We don't.
If
we
you
have his
are
word.
2 generations, if you are just 2 generations in the wasteland and that has made you impure and not human, how the hell is this man saying he's human?
He probably came straight from a vault. He's pretty old. Look at him.
Yes, he is, but I doubt that he could be straight from a vault. If he was, he wouldn't be out here in the Enclave oil rig because he'd be still hiding in his vault trying to stay pure.
Nah, he's the president. He's got to take charge and do all the fun stuff.
Yes, I do. Even killing me won't help you. There's nothing you can do to stop the release.
Either option 1 or option 3.
Nah. Why kill him? That's easy.
If we kill him, he can't come up with another scheme to try to kill all of everybody.
Nah. Without his precious little walking Enclave army, he can't do anything. He'd just be a poor broken man with another broken dream that he would watch fall to pieces in front of him, and we would stand over him and we would laugh. As his entire future, his entire dream, is crushed underneath us. That's why you don't kill them. You make them suffer before they die. Goodbye, President Rickardson. Before we do that, you planning on trading? No? Okay. Bye. Oh, and don't press the alarm button, or I will kill you. And next time, we're gonna thwart this dumbass's plan.